It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Notre Dame coming off a 10-win season, but there was a sour taste in their mouth after they were left out of the college football playoff. Marcus Freeman has so many great recruits loaded with talent. He knows this team is going to have a huge chip on their shoulder as they try to get back into the college football playoff this season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. So Notre Dame's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Wisconsin's offense will get first crack at it here. And they'll be matched up against one of the best secondaries in the country.
And man, I can't wait to watch this chess match today. This defense, they are so buttoned up, man. They are dialed in. They know exactly who they are. They can run zone. They can run man. They can stop the run. Like, they make things really hard for quarterbacks, Jesse. And this quarterback on the other side, he's pretty dang good. So I'm excited to see this matchup.
He's really good. He just has to be keyed in on timing. The ball has to come out on time. You can't stare things down against this defense because they're going to make you pay. And they try to make you see ghosts. I think one of the really good things about this defense is that they do a nice job disguising their coverages and changing the picture pre-snap to post-snap. So we know this quarterback physically, obviously, one of the most talented in the country, but mentally today, he has got to be sharp.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. In the den of the crowd, here's Joseph. Throws for the tight end. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Joseph. He's looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team is talented. It means they're thought of highly. They got to go earn it, Jesse, and it starts today, but the talent obviously is all over the field.
The number in the preseason rankings means absolutely nothing. You saw Florida State recently start in the top 10. They won 2 games by the end of the year. So you've got to go earn it. Yes, you're talented. Yes, a lot of eyeballs are going to be watching you, and people are really excited. You've got an opportunity to do things really, really that are special this season, but you've got to earn it on the field.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack. And that is absolutely not a surprise. Great job by the defense. And what did they do? They doubled it. Palmer, you got a number 1 receiver out wide that we know they're going to force feed. How do you take it away? How do you send those double teams? What kind of coverages do you mix up? But a lot of attention early on that young man.
Yeah, and I think for the quarterback, David, that's one you just got to give that one to the defense and say, good call. You doubled my best receiver. I got to go somewhere else with the football. You're going to get opportunities to throw this guy the ball. He's one of the best in the entire country. You just got to be a little bit more selective and find those one-on-one matchups.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Throwing Joseph. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Slings it downfield. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. They go play action with Joseph. Finds his big tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Here comes the heat. Throws toward the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when we...
Snags it and he's open. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Joseph on the play action. He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Man, he did didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running inside, it's Williams. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too.
There's a crease. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front. Guys pushing the pile. NFL talent on this offensive line. Just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
Right on the money. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. The give is to Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the...
And the ball is free on the pitch. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Badgers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Finds a crease at the 20. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The hand to the running back. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Did not get an inch. This defense digging in, and it's 4th and goal. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Gives them a little more breathing room. A 3-yard gain out to the 7th. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He'll keep it on 2nd down, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Joseph unloads it left, and he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. The Badgers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Badgers. A pick 6. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return, he stopped short of the 25. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. He's in open space downfield. There he goes. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He's piled up 82 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Carr. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the back. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Wisconsin! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The quarterback and the offensive line really do a good job. What do? They sell pass first. Everything looks like pass. Nope, they hit you with the run. Really great job working together with a little bit of misdirection.
Finds the big tight end. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
This time he's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice game.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, guys, you just need a new environment. You need a change of scenery. And this was a highly recruited guy. Didn't quite work out for him at his last destination. So now here he is. And he's not playing in a Power 4 conference by any stretch, but he feels like with this coaching staff, he's a better fit in this system, and he thinks he's going to have a big year.
And this is something we don't talk.
Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kearney. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing Joseph. Dumps it off in the flats. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. The Brain Trust getting thought. For this big third down coming up. The the volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Now here's Joseph. Bringing the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Badgers will call on their punt team. He's going to have to strike this ball well in the face of this howling wind. That is a cannon shot, and it's headed out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Carr fires to the wideout. Rolls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Scanning the field is Carr. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. They'll try to run for it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. Here's Carr to throw. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this one is perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run inside. It's Mobley. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the draw, it's Young. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Might be calling a hot route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Shakes a man and he might take off. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
Run in the red zone. It's Mobley. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. To the air, it's Carr. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man.
Makes a grab. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I mean, they didn't reinvent football in this drive. That was really impressive watching them just go down the field methodically, running the football a bunch, and finally punching it in. David, we saw the turnovers throwing the ball in the first half. They decided just to come out here in the second half now and just get back to the basics, and it really paid off for them.
I'm about to say, it's more of a necessity, right? Like, this offense wasn't really good through the air. What do best? Pound the football. And it's not like we're not getting movement up front. This offensive line is doing a good job. And if they want to get back in this football game, you got to like the start right here in the second half. Like, early in the second half, showing that you are physical and that you can still run the football even though you're trailing.
He's not going to make it, and he couldn't get there to tie the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. The run to the left. Sweet cut there. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Reads it, fires complete. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense is trying to get a big-time playmaker the ball out in space quickly with the wide receiver screen, but the defense is having none of it.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Badgers will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Showing off the arm. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Welcome to college, first carry for the freshman. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Throwing, Carr. Good timing on the quick out. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Carr. He's going to take off, and he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that 6th sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take...
There's a little room there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Carr. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. Here's a heat. What a job to lay out and make the catch. So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the result of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. With the draw, it's Mobley. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. There is a Badger slow to get up. They'll stop play to have the trainers look at him. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Here's Carr to throw. Makes the grab over the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And if I'm this defense moving forward, man, I'm going to start thinking about, like, this is the guy. They keep featuring him. I've got to take him out of the game. I got to find a way to double him. I got to find a way on 3rd down to make sure this does.
Touchdown! Fighting Irish! They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Coming out with it, it's Kearney. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Joseph. He's got the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some pod.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Oh, they're after him. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. As we head into the fourth quarter, both teams hoping to rely on the running game. Here's how the two backs stack up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Got his man on the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
They'll give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air, it's Carr. Here's the pressure. Just a little off. Incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Quarterback making adjustments. Carr from the gun on 3rd down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They go play action with Joseph. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on 2nd down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Missed it. No good. And they missed the opportunity to draw closer, still down by 5.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They feed him again. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. The eyes now turn to the defense to see whether they can keep this lead intact late in the fourth. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Joseph on the play action. Complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the gun on third down, Joseph. He'll throw it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing Joseph. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab inside the 30. Brought down after the huge gain, gets this offense set up at the 27.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. They'll give it to the transfer, first carry of the season. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Joseph. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Joseph from the gun on third down. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Joseph to throw for it on fourth. All kinds of time in the pocket. Down the middle it goes. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.